Team, what is going on? It is your friend Nick, and guess what? We are at your local Goodwill doing what you should always be doing, which is stopping in the store for 10 to 15 minutes to pick up some items to make some money. So let me take you in here and show you what things in your house could be worth some money. Alright guys, so as always, you want to start with the stuff that you typically have lying around, because this is the stuff that people don't know is actually worth good money. If you go to the link in my bio, I show you guys how we made about $4,000 selling shoes, and it can be hit or miss when you got to leave it up to the thrift store. These actually might be nice. If these are non-skid mark shoes, people have to buy these all the time if you work in fast food restaurants or anything like that. So at $6.99, let's look these up. They're really good condition too. You see, not too many creases. The back side's not wore out. These are going to be good to look up. So you may be wondering, like, do they need to be adult shoes or men's shoes? To be honest, any shoes can be a good shoe. The only thing you want to do, here we go, get the name and the title here, and just look them up on eBay. If you don't know how to do that, the link is in the bio. That will show you guys how to look up your stuff on eBay to know what's worth money and what is not. Look at this, Thomas the Train. This is a really nice. These boots are busted, but you just never know when you come across stuff that looks old and vintage. Always look it up. Let's go check out the women's shoes first before we move on. Something tells me I'm not going to find much today, just being totally honest. Got some Champion, which is not too good. So there's normally only 4 pair of shoes I encourage you guys to be looking at when you come in here, so you can keep a trip really short, like on a lunch break short. And that would be Nikes, Jordans, Asics running shoes, Brooks running shoes. Those are the big ones. So when I come into the store, I'm mainly looking for those, because those are the ones that can make me, $15 to $20 an hour, and that helps me make some good money. But every now and again, you'll find shoes like these. These are Skechers, and these used to be a Payless brand, but these are actually, not all of them, but some of the Skechers are really expensive, like, $20, $25 pre-owned. That's expensive to me. So if you've got any Skechers in your closet, make sure you look them up on eBay. I'm gonna put those there because I have my doubts about that shoe. Okay, here we go. Now this is a nice little bat here. If you got these, they do resell well on eBay. Just make sure they don't have any cracks or dents. We'll look that one up when we get out of here. But there's so much stuff that you can just look up. Like this right here. This is it looks like a bird cage or a hamster cage, but it is about 60 bucks. And shockingly, I wouldn't ship this, but if this was cheaper, I would put this on Facebook Marketplace, and I guess you can break this down, so that'll make it a little bit smaller. But at $60, I'm not going to do that. If you don't know what something is like this, you can always use Google Lens too, guys. And Google Lens will show you the most closest picture or whatever they can find that's similar to it. So I do that often. Ooh, we got new carts, guys. Let's check these out. All right. We got shoes over here. We got some games. So what am I looking for? Mainly anything that I think might be worth some money, like this. I used to own one of these guys, $3. This is a great game to help your kids learn how to do some wiring. Let's see. Get down here. Are these Ralph Lauren polos? Nope, they're not. They're not. Got a Clue. Baby Yoda, new movie. Looking down here, I'm not seeing anything. Another bat. Is this Easton? Nope, it's a Worth bat, but it does not feel very worth anything. Okay. And you see, I often get asked, like, Nick, how do you know what stuff is worth? Now I just go in the store and I just kind of brush over. I'm looking for the same thing after doing this for 2 years. But in the past, I would literally just look everything up. Like, it didn't matter what it was, from the shoes to the electronics. But there were some areas that I simply never touched, because you just be in the store all day. Those areas are clothes, men's, women's, doesn't matter what it is. I don't mess with them. My wife will, I won't. So let's go and hit up maybe the electronics and the toy section too, and we'll see what we can get out of those.
I hate to interrupt.
This area, glass, I know nothing about. So, I mean, you can dig through there and there's lots of money. I just wouldn't be able to find it. So let me go ahead and hit the toy section and then electronics, and then let's see how much money we would sneak out of here with in about 5 to 7 minutes worth of work. Now the toys is huge. Here's what I would say. If you've got stuff like this, these Nerf guns, those can be really good. Normally the ones with their big barrel, those are the ones that are really good. If you find vintage board games, that could also be a huge win. So my kids make about $400 to $500 by themselves just doing this. And toys alone, I would say toys probably makes them, you know, probably like $200. Well worth it. So, oh, this is a real bow. You might want to get that. $4.99. That's the other reason. Okay. Let me see here. Let's see what we got, guys. All right, I'm not seeing any toys that we would pick up, but again, I mean, I just bought my son a $40 bow. You can get that for $5. Where can you do that? Let's go ahead and check the appliances here real quick. Last place. Okay, so we're just gonna go about the same thing, and let me explain some of the stuff in your house. That's always valuable. This stuff has been sitting here for a while, but if you've got these, the way to sell these is not as a whole. What you want to do is you want to take these off and sell them in pieces. Also, your old printers, don't donate them, you all. These things are so easy to flip on eBay. This is a $15 printer. It looks like a scanner as well. And in fact, I might buy that for myself because my wife needs one. But it's really inexpensive to get the ink. Look at this one down here that my daughter just picked up. I can plug this in. Office Jet 3830. We can look that up to see how much this is selling for. And there we go. So this person, instead of dropping it off, again, if they would have just put this on eBay, this guy right here made about $39, $100 pre-owned. Now granted, if this thing works, guys, it's just free money. Literally, you already spent the money on it. Maybe you got it for free. Put that bad boy on eBay. It's good stuff. Now, there are a lot of people who know their things about lamps. I'm not one of them, but every once in a while, when you find a nice lamp like this, let me show you how to use Google Lens. So on your phone, I want you to click on Google Lens right there, and it's going to populate this thing right here, which will give you the ability to take a picture. Now, once we take this picture, it's going to pull up and look at that. It's telling you that other people have these things. You got one on Etsy. This one's sold for $646. I mean, these are really nice. Now, this is not the same one that... Now, this one actually looks like mine, except for it's a lamp. It's not a vase. But who knows? Let's click on it and see what we got here. I mean, that looks a lot like that. Now, that's not 24 karat, obviously, but... All right, so it's called The Art of Choking. However, I cannot see this lamp anywhere. So it's either really rare or it's just not worth much. Either way, I'm not gonna take a risk on it. But if you've got this in your house, I take a picture of it, put it up. And then also we've got other lamps here. So yeah, I'm not gonna take a risk on any of this stuff. Man, I really gotta find a new store if we don't start picking up. Some of this stuff is the same thing over and over, and that's just how it is sometimes. Let's keep going. Okay, we got more lamps over here. Here we go. We got a couple things over here, but it doesn't look like anything that I would buy. Let me tilt these over. Oh, is that Bose? Nope. Premise. Let's look those up. Premise speakers. That's definitely not it. Now check that out. So these are Infinity Premise satellite speaker lots, which is what it looks like. Maybe not, but the brand is a good brand. So let me keep trying to find these. Okay, so it looks like a Premise 31, and if you've got this in the house, you definitely know it because you paid a nice little penny for it. I'm not seeing these particular ones selling, but for $10, I mean, you got to at least be able to make $50 to $60 on that. So that would not be bad. However, you guys got to know, you don't want to just check it to see what it's selling for. You also want to know how frequent is that thing selling, because if you buy something that's, you know, could make you $50, $60, but you got to wait 8 months, that stuff is going to build up in your house and you don't want that. So let's go ahead and just see how much stuff we've got in the cart that can make us money, and then we're going to head out of here. All right, so first off, we got this cool little electronic playground 130 Alinco game. I actually like this game. I've had it before. My kids love playing with it. Let's open it up and see. Okay, so it appears to be in decent shape on the outside. It's got the manuals, which is awesome. However, anytime you do this, you've got to check for that, and that is why I won't be buying it. People tell me all the time, Nick, you can clean that with, whatever it is you can clean it with. I've tried it, guys, and it literally does not work for me. So maybe if you guys got a good video on how to clean these things, you can put it up and I'll try it. But I'm going to be leaving this one. Even for $2, it's not worth the headache. So next up, we got the Easton baseball bat. He's coming in at $2.99. eBay says he's worth $39.98 plus shipping. Psych! Guys, this is just what it's up for. Let's see what it's actually selling for. And this is actually a really good bat. So I'm going to check to make sure that it doesn't have any cracks. But as you can see, $35 plus $10 shipping. This is our exact bat. And just like that, we've only been here for 10 minutes, but we will make at least, 20, 25, maybe even $30 profit, depending on whether this is going to North Carolina or somewhere close. He's definitely a keeper. Hey, finally we got a pair of marching shoes. I think they're called Dinkleys or Dinkles. Either way, as you can see, $14.99, $25. That is the sound of being not worth it. So we're not going to get those. The bat is the winner for today. All right, guys, so we've been in the store for, realistically, without the edited version, we've been in here for about 15 minutes. We're going to buy this bat for $2.99, and then we're going to flip this on eBay for about $32. That's going to give us a profit of, I don't know, probably like 20 something dollars, something like that. That's $20 in 15 minutes is not bad at all, because that comes out to $60 an hour. Somebody check my math. Either way, this is a win-win. And a lot of this stuff, again, if you guys are thinking about doing this, make sure you do. I can't stress how most of the money that you can make starting this can be made in your house. So if you need any help with finding those items in your house to put up on eBay, we made you a cool list that'll show you over 700 items you may own that we used to make over $40,000 last year or the year before, one of the two. Either way, all of that information is in the link in the description. You can also submit questions to me that I do answer, and stay on the lookout for when we do live Zoom sessions, and you can learn as much as you want about eBay from me. Take care, guys. Till later. We'll see you on the flip side.